All right, coaches. Good morning. Coach Bell's just going to cover the basic concepts of cover three. Okay. I get asked a lot of questions about cover three. Okay. Coach, how do I attack a cover three? Okay. Coach, when do I throw? What runs can I run against a cover three? Well, coaches, first of all, you have to have great fundamentals and understanding what a defense can do. If you're an offensive coordinator, offensive line coach, someone who's responsible for teaching these young men on how to do things, it is critical that you understand what's going on defensively. Okay? Cover three is going to be a common defense that you will be faced with if you ever happen to run the ball fairly well against someone's defense. You're going to be exposed. You're going to be introduced to this defense. So today we're going to talk a little bit about how we're going to attack it. I particularly like unbalanced formations, whether it's a twins formation, whether it's a trips formation, whether it's a flood formation, doesn't really matter, okay? As long as I got some kind of wing, slot, or strong side formation to cause the defense to have to respect an unbalanced formation. That's really the big thing, okay? When I do that, it causes problems for the defense. The defense does not like to be dictated to. They want you in 2-by-2, a strict I formation, one receiver on either side. That's going to be easy for them to defend, okay? But we want to create unbalanced formations so that they have to respect, say, more gaps to this side for the run than this side, okay? A slot receiver to this side, but nobody over here. So what does that corner do? You know, what does that flat defender do? We want to create problems with our unbalanced formations. So enough about that. Let's talk about this particular formation, which I call twins, okay, which involves a slot set to the split end side with a wing or my H-back to the tight end side. Real quick, I'm going to talk about the counter against an 8-man box, and I'm going to talk about the smoke pass against an 8-man box. That's all I'm really going to get into right now. We're going to predicate everything off of this concept. First and foremost, understand what the defense is doing. He's got 1/3, he's got 1/3, he's got 1/3, okay? He's got middle hook. He's got middle hook, typically 10 yards back, 2 yards to the hash. He's going to drop 10 yards back, 2 yards inside the number one receiver, or he's got both flat responsibility, okay? That's your curl. This is your flat. Those guys are going to have curl to flat responsibility. Those guys have to be great athletes to be able to cover those particular areas in the cover three, okay? With that being said, what's the strength of the cover three? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-man box, right? Hard to run. Okay. I've got eight gaps to defend down here. Yeah, sure I could run stretch. Sure I could run truck. But I want to put myself in the best position possible to have an advantage, right? So how are we going to do that? How are we going to obtain an advantage? Okay. Well, normally teams will drop their flat curl guy out here, and he'll be responsible for stopping the run as well as hitting the flat as well as trying to jump a curl route, okay? So what we want to do is we want to put a lot of pressure on this guy by way of the smoke pass. Anytime I've got 5 yards of cushion between that flat defender in the cover three, okay, and my slot receiver, I'm throwing right now. Just a quick turnaround, height, throw the ball to him. You do that enough times, what's the defense going to do? Defense is going to then narrow the space. They're going to play this guy more in a flat position, okay? Knowing that they haven't seen the curl, they might send this guy over a little bit and play more of a drop to try to get like a curl hook zone, and then your flat defender may stay hard in the flat area, okay? If that happens, what happens to our box count here, guys? Here's our box. Okay, our box now went from 8 to 7. Okay. Now, what do we like to do? If we're continually throwing the smoke pass, smoke pass, smoke pass, smoke pass, boom, 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 boom. Now, it doesn't matter what the play is. Any play could have been called. But in a slot set, if I've got an uncovered slot, I hit right now. So let's just happen to say that this play was hitches. Okay, in a 3-step game. Okay, well, the rule is to the quarterback, and you got to install these rules then we're going to go ahead and throw smoke. This guy is smoke right now. Regardless of it's a fade route, a hitch route, a run play, anything. He's open, we throw to him right now, end of progression. Okay? Now that we've established that, where's our other advantage in the run game? Okay? Now, I don't really care if you run an ISO week or you run a counter week. Those are my two hottest plays that I like to run. Okay? So now that I've drugged this guy out of the box, I want to exploit this 3-on-3 situation. Okay? 0-1-2. Okay? In an inside zone look, he'd come up, he'd come up, he'd come up. Okay? But we're not going to do that. We're going to run counter. So what I'm going to do is counter rules, gap down, guard kick out the end, H-back funnel through. So what did we just create? We created a 5-against-3 scenario. Okay? I like this. I want to run this a lot. So I want to put this defense with this slot set in a pickle by putting this flat defender in a situation where do I guard the run? Do I guard the curl? Or do I guard the flat? Okay? I want him confused. I want to put that athlete at a disadvantage. And if he comes out to guard the smoke pass, we're going to run counter up his ass. If he goes to block the counter, we're going back to smoke. Okay? Eventually, as you progress in this offense, I don't want to get too sophisticated here, even though I'm not a sophisticated coach. They might end up doing this. Okay? If that's the case, you can just go right over the top. Quarterback gets rid of the ball in 1.9 seconds, and we throw right over the top. Since this guy has got 1/3, we call all streaks. Okay? That could be a touchdown, or at least a 20-yard gain by the time that free safety gets over there to make a tackle. So just some concepts, guys, on how to attack a cover 3 in a slot set unbalanced formation. Remember, put a lot of pressure on the flat defender, the curl flat defender, to defend the smoke pass. If he fails to defend the smoke pass, you keep going to it, okay? If he starts defending the smoke pass and bringing his guy in position, you start running the counter against a 5-on-3. If he starts playing right in here, he wants to defend that run, you go back to the smoke pass, okay? They end up switching to some kind of man-free or man coverage where they bring everybody up, okay? We just go right over the top, okay? That's it for this session. This is a Twins unbalanced formation look at attacking a cover 3 defense.